Sheriff's Department, and there are lots of cops out there. There's got to be at least 50 cop cars and several hundred cops in that intersection. And that's where there's an Arco gas station there, right next to Civic Central Park. And that's just a little bit west of the Fairview, of the parking lot there, where a lot of people park to go into the amphitheater to watch Donald Trump speak. And then they've all gone to the southwest to Fair Drive and Fairview. And that's where traffic has come to a halt there. They're now leaving. Now there's people running.
The running,
which is not a good sign.
Runners is one of the stages.
Yeah, oh yeah, Runners is a big stage. And they're all going into the parking lot right now where all the cars parked for the rally. And it looks like they're making their way towards the actual arena. The amphitheater. Let's turn on Channel 9's audio here.
You can still see a large number of people out there. Officers now making themselves known, trying to get this crowd corralled and basically contained, at least out of the roadway. A lot of traffic out here. Pretty much since this started, you can see the number of vehicles out here on the roadway, pro or against, or maybe not even having any political choice at all. Just happen to be in the area today, stuck in this traffic.
All right. Stu, we're going to hold you there right now to keep an eye on what's going on down below. But right now we have on the phone with us Mark Shifter with the Orange County Sheriff's Department.
Okay, Orange County Sheriff's Department. See what their plan is here.
For deputies out there, because I can see from Stu's picture that now we're starting to see the police and deputies mobilize a little bit to start doing traffic control, and the mounted deputies are out there as well.
Long setup.
Here we go, Mark.
Yes, that's firm.
So, Lieutenant, tell me a little bit about what your officers, what they've trained to do and what they are prepared to do in a situation like this. They're somewhat outnumbered. There's a lot of people there. We know you guys have experience, but what is the protocol for your department and your officers tonight in this situation?
Well, our protocol is obviously the safety of all persons who are attending the rally, and then, of course, the people that are actually in the street right now. We're trying to keep them safe, as well as the cars that are in the area that are driving around. And so our main function, working with all the surrounding law enforcement agencies.
Now looks like they're going north on Fairview. No, I'm sure that's got to be south.
Get everybody to disperse, to move away from the intersection so we can allow cars to come by, and then hopefully clear that intersection without anybody getting hurt or anything further like that.
Lots of people just caught up in this mess.
Have you issued an order to disperse for all those people out there yet officially?
You know what, they're obviously in the middle of the intersection where they should not be. Of course, that's where cars should be. And so the officers and the deputies are out there, coordinating a very specific movement to get people to move through the intersection, and then obviously off the street and, onto the sidewalk. So they'll be making those announcements, loudly and, trying to get people
walking where the cars are.
So, Lieutenant, what is your department prepared to do in a non-lethal manner if people are getting out of hand there? Are they prepared with pepper spray, rubber bullets? What's your arsenal include for non-lethal methods here?
We're always, prepared for, if there's any violations of law, or we feel that, our officers are being assaulted, or, if civilians are being assaulted, we will, protect people, protect property, to ensure that nobody gets hurt. But right now our main function is to, in a very coordinated and organized manner, is to get people to move out of the intersection very safely. So
the corner that everybody's on right now is where the Fairview Community Church
is. In the meantime, speaking of the cars, it looks like the mounted deputies are lined up there along that part of the intersection there at Fairview and Fair and stopping the traffic. Is that what is happening here? They're stopping the traffic until they can clear all those people out?
Correct, yeah. So, obviously it's the safety of those people that are in the intersection. We really need them to move. Obviously, that's where cars are supposed to be. And so the mountain...
There's got to be 50 cop cars out there.
Way to just get traffic
and
to
hundreds
move.
of cops.
Their horses, people don't like to cross those lines, and so it's just a good way to help accomplish our mission.
So, Lieutenant, we know that earlier this week when this was announced,